Hi. I'm going to start doing different video blogs about spirituality. Spirituality has played a huge role in my life, and I think that it should play a huge part in everyone's life who is willing to accept a spiritual side of themselves. I realize not everyone is, and the spiritual path is definitely not for everyone. But for a large majority of the human population, we do feel that there is inherently something missing in us, and we search for that something by seeking different types of religions, different types of worship, and different types of spirituality. I don't think that spirituality is reserved for an elite class of people. I don't believe that spirituality is reserved for people in any one religion. I don't believe that spirituality is only reserved for, a certain caste, the Brahmins, or the priests, or the Catholics, or the Protestants in any of their sub-denominations, or the Hindus, or the Muslims. Spirituality is something that is a part of our nature, universally, as well as a part of our nature as being humans. And we seek out that spirituality in many different ways, like I said, by searching for different religions or trying new ways of worship. I am by no means a scholar on the subject, but when I was about, 13, I was raised Southern Baptist. So when I was about 13, I began to really seriously question the religion that I belonged to. While I wasn't questioning God, I was questioning my place as a Christian and if that was the right place for me. So when I was about 14, I left the Christian church. I was never baptized into Christianity, so there would be no formal conversion process because I never technically belonged to a religion. But I began to study different religions. I studied Judaism at first, as an obvious choice. I was a Christian trying to find new things, so of course I would study the religion from whence Christianity was born. Then I studied Islam, keeping it in the Abrahamic circle, and that didn't fare well for me. I didn't feel at home or at peace. I didn't feel like I belonged there. So I began to study pagan religions, different types of paganism, Wicca, that whole thing. A lot of kids, when they're 14 or 15, they go through a witchcraft phase, and I did all that. But then I came to Eastern religion, Eastern spirituality, Hinduism in particular, and I became devout in my Hindu faith as a Shaivite, a devotee of Shiva, and that has carried on, throughout my young adult life. I'm 21 years old now, so like I said, I'm no means a guru or any type of scholar, but I don't think that spirituality is reserved for the elite, and I think that spirituality is something for everyone who is willing to accept it. Hold on, I have a phone call, sorry about that, my mom called. But like I said, I don't think that spirituality is reserved for an elite caste of people. I think that it should be something that everyone can experience if they're willing to accept spirituality into their lives, because I do believe that we have advanced so much technologically that we have devolved spiritually, and we are just as much a part of this earth, this atmosphere, as Mother Nature, as the trees, as the grass, as the flowers. We are also a part of this, grand scheme of things. We are not separate, we are of it. And I think that human beings have strayed so far from their origins. It's really made people, it's really changed things. It's really changed our lives as human beings. And I think if you look around at the current status of our world, it's very apparent that something needs to be done. I'm a regular person. I am not pious. I am by no means a monk. But like I said, I believe that you should be able to incorporate spirituality in your life no matter how you act. I don't think there should be dogma and doctrine and rules and regulations placed on how a person has to be if they accept God or they accept spirituality into their life. This brings me to another point. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the nature of God, what I think God is, who I think God is, and do a little bit of discussing about that. This is just pretty much my intro video. This is just, my 2 cents on spirituality and really my own version of my faith and my beliefs. I figured I would share them with you. I'm not really sure if I have a lot of insight about it. Maybe I do. Hopefully I do. Hopefully somebody will agree with me. I may get a lot of, trolls trolling my comments, but I'll probably just delete them. So I think that it's important for everyone to really have their own brand of spirituality, no matter what religion they belong to. It's important to learn. My motto in life is to be scholarly and read books. Don't read Wikipedia all the time. Read actual books that you have to check out from the library. Expand your knowledge, because knowledge is infinite, and immortality to me is akin to knowledge. Knowledge lasts forever. Knowledge is light. Knowledge is self-realization. You can find yourself within knowledge. Knowledge is the illuminator, pretty much. So you are not a prisoner of social norms, social normality. You are not a prisoner of your own mind. You are not a prisoner of what you think you know. There is always room for expanse. Constantly expand. There is one thing in this world, in our ever-changing world, that never changes, and that's change itself. That's evolution. Always, constantly, mentally change, mentally evolve, spiritually evolve. It's really a God-given right, so to speak. So that's about it for this video. Sorry, it's kind of all over the place. This is totally, impromptu preaching. So maybe in my next video I'll be a little bit more put together. I don't know, maybe not. It just really depends. So thank you for listening. I hope some people will come back and watch, maybe.